What you streaming?
Hey y'all!
Hey everybody!
Welcome to the What You Streamin' podcast. I'm Allie.
This is Katie.
And we are your hosts of this fantastic little podcast called What You Streamin'.
Ghosts.
We're recording, but we'll wait a minute.
You never know, that may be your like little blip.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh goodness, we have
Calm down.
She's like, give it up food.
Who's got food?
Alright.
Alright,
What you streaming?
Well, everyone, we've made it.
Did we though?
We did a thing.
We did it.
We did do a thing.
And we had an okay time.
Most of the time, it was an okay time.
We met our expectations.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're as usual. We are on the bedroom floor,
Covered with blankies this
covered
time.
with blankies, my llama blanket, and we had podcast pup River in here with us, but
She thinks there's food.
kitchen
to be
noises
had.
have drawn her away.
She'll be back.
She'll be back, and so maybe you'll get some puppy noises towards the end. But this is the season finale of the
Wrapping
What You
it up.
Streamin' podcast.
right.
Like we did it.
Putting a bow on it.
Here comes your puppers.
She comes.
Weeabees. We got both of them in here.
Whoa.
One on the bed, which is rare. It's going to be real wild on this
That's right.
podcast.
That's
today.
right.
No holds barred.
That's right. We're just wilding out over
It's the
here.
last
and
one.
It's happening.
It's the last one. So we gotta, give you all the crackhead energy you need one last time.
Woo!
And here comes the River
There
back
she is.
to
There
the
she
blanket.
is.
I
The
was using
possibility
her-
of her getting food is zero.
Yes.
She has come back to us.
I was using her as a table for my notes, so now I can go back
There you go.
to resting my notebook on her body.
What do you know about it, William? I know we didn't give you anything.
Oh, face
Rude.
legs. Just wheezing. It's just heavy wheezing and like slurping noises.
That's why people listen to this podcast. I'll have you
Come
know.
back for the dog snarfs. Keeping you coming back for that quality ASMR content. Oh my gosh. So we recorded, I think, 10 episodes total-ish, roundabouts, which...
There is some debate
Yes,
as to the number.
there is some debate. There may be there might be an episode out there that we're not sure if we recorded or not. There may be a glitch in the Matrix somewhere.
Maybe.
Because
I can swear we did a Justice League one, but then decided not to post it. But Allie says we never did
I
it.
don't think we ever recorded
And I'm
it.
like, wait, what? So either my brain is telling me something, and I totally believe it, or
We talked about it a lot.
it's just real. Yeah.
And I posted about it on social media, but I don't think we ever recorded it. But then again...
It could just be that I listened to so
Who
many
knows?
Justice League podcasts that my brain thinks that we did one.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows, though? Like, maybe a couple months from now, I'll find it somewhere on my hard drive, and it'll just be this, like,
Labeled some gobbledygook name, like it doesn't even say
recording
Justice
number 52. And if I do find it, I'll be sure to post it. It'll be like our little, our send-off to the What You Stream podcast.
Right, just out of nowhere, 6 months
Justice
later.
League.
Justice League, the thing no one wanted to see.
No,
the
God.
Snyder cut.
The Snyder
By
Cut,
the
the
way, the Snyder
5-hour
Cut.
long,
Yeah.
like, fever dream.
Because we did watch that.
That was the Snyder Cut. Hoy, yeah. But we watched a lot of things that we said we were going to do on the
that.
podcast. Like, in episodes, we were like, yeah, we're going to do this. And then we never did.
Well, that's because we had so many great directors and filmmakers want to talk to us, which we thought was
Which was
real
surprising.
cool, which was real cool. But it really, yeah, because when we first sat down and said, what do we want to do? We had a whole list of things we were going to do episodes on, and we had to cut out 10 of them.
Yeah, we had like
we had to
a
cut out
huge
almost
list.
all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, because originally it was going to be mainly just us gabbing about the shit that we're watching and
Which,
listening to.
You know, listeners did get a couple of those.
Yeah.
Mostly me rambling on about crazy town shows that we watched.
I mean, you summarize them far better than I would.
Yeah, but it takes a long time.
I just like to read the synopsis, and I'm like, there you go. That was the movie.
That's how we do.
Watch it or don't. Your choice. But yeah, but instead we ended up interviewing a lot of directors, which was super cool.
Very cool.
The podcast took form in a different way, I guess, than what we thought it would originally.
Yeah.
But one of the ones that I was super excited to talk about that we didn't get to was Space Sweepers.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was a super cool, like, international film that was on Netflix, and it has one of my favorite Korean actors in it, which, if you asked me what his name was, I could not tell you. Song something. He's also in Descendants of the Sun, and
it's great. It's a great watch.
Cathedral Chronicles or something like that on Netflix. He's in a lot of stuff. Like, he's a pretty popular actor, and he was the lead male character in Space Sweepers.
Yeah, no, it was good. Although it was really funny because it's somewhat, because you had watched it already.
Yes.
And you're like, no, you got to watch this. So we sat down and watched it, and we had actually talked about watching it with my nephews as well, and getting them to talk about it on an episode. Yeah. And they are in their mid-teen years, so we thought it'd be real fun. And
get the young folks' opinion.
Yeah. We didn't get to do that, but we also at that point had like so many director podcasts lined up that it was just like, okay, I don't think we even need to bother with that.
Yeah.
But it's great to watch. It's a great little film.
A huge international film. Like, has people from everywhere in it. So
it was real fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like Firefly-esque.
Yeah.
Space Cowboys.
Yeah.
A little bit. Space Pirates?
Yeah.
Sure.
Scavengers. That kind of, yeah.
But that was a good one. That was one that I had wanted to cover that we didn't get to. Along with Dubong Soon.
Oh, Strong Woman, Dubong Soon. I still hadn't watched the last 2 episodes, so, don't be spoiling.
I finished that one.
Yeah, you did.
It was adorable.
Yeah, Strong Woman, Dubong Soon. That's such a good show. Such a good show.
Will always be a favorite, I think.
The physical comedy in that show is, I mean, I haven't encountered another show recently that is at that level, that I just enjoy so much, because there's the drama and there's the action and then there's the physical comedy, and I'm just like, this is perfection.
It's so good.
Even though, like, sometimes I'm like, oh my god, because it is kind of an older show.
Yeah.
So I don't know, some of the jokes may not hold up so well, but
so good.
I got a kick out of them.
I will say there is a part where the 2 characters that look like they're played by the same actor meet each other.
Oh,
and it is hilarious.
Oh, yes. I love it.
That guy, so good.
That guy is actually in one that I put on my list to talk about as like other things that we had watched. We didn't know about this one when we were doing our list at the beginning, but Hotel de Luna.
Oh, yeah. He's in that one too.
Well, he played like a character in the first episode, and immediately I was like, oh no. Like, I was just waiting on it, and it did not disappoint. Like, it was classic.
You can tell that you've really started getting into the Korean films when you start recognizing the actor, because there's this one guy who always plays like a dirty cop or just kind of like an asshole in every show, and I see him everywhere now. Yeah. Like, he's in every show I watch pretty much that has like a character that is a bad cop. He is that person. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm in too deep now. I know everyone. Right. I start picking them out. Don't ask me their names, but I know their faces.
Hey, you know what you're getting into when you see them. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're like, all right, I know that this is probably going to be a certain level of experience.
You're the bad guy. Right. I mean, your face. You're the bad guy, always.
So I thought of one episode that we had planned to do, and it didn't work out for us to record. We actually did sit down and watch, but we didn't get to record because scheduling for 3 people was difficult at the time. And that was watching Guys and Dolls and Across the Universe.
Yeah.
With our friend Emily.
Oh, Emily was on an episode with us, wasn't she?
She was on the Tea Time episode?
Yeah, Tea Time episode.
Yeah. Was that the only one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think that's right. But yeah, she did an episode of the Fun with Friends podcast on Tea Time. And then we went over to her house and we watched Across the Universe, which is one of my favorite movies.
I had never seen it before.
Katie.
Yeah, you know. It was alright.
Didn't enjoy it as much as I did.
It was alright.
And then we watched Guys and Dolls, which is a fucking classic.
Yeah, like me and Allie, we love that one, and then we're like, Emily's definitely gonna like this, and we ended up having to leave because it got kind of late, and so we're like, hey, we're gonna stop it here, kind of in the middle before they go to Havana, and as we're like riding home, we could get a text. She's like, do y'all mind if I watch the rest of it without you? She was so into it. We were like, yeah, I get it. It was cool.
Oh my god, yeah,
she loved it.
Is Guys and Dolls. If you've not watched
what a joy,
Guys and Dolls, and you want like a kind of an old timey musical to watch,
oh man, so good.
Frank Sinatra,
Marlon Brando, oh, delicious,
so good. It's so good. We did
funny.
it as a musical in high school. I was a hot box dancer. Like,
oh, that's right.
Such fond memories from Guys and Dolls. That's a good one. I forgot we even watched those.
Yeah,
and that's a good chunk of time from my life.
That was a it was a fun evening, but it was kind of a crazy time because Emily and her husband were getting ready to move away. They left us to head to Tennessee.
Emily has left us, unfortunately, but
that's cool. That means we can go over there and do fun things.
Do road trips to Tennessee.
Heck yeah.
What are some of the other things? We talked about doing concerts, which I don't think we ever actually got to talk about any of the concerts that we've been streaming.
No, man, and we did a lot of concert streaming.
Like, since the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh, yeah. Day one, it was like, give us the music.
Streaming concerts, like, crazy.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you flossing her gator feet? What are you doing?
We've got to get the
get it in
microphone
there.
cord over the dog.
Oh, yeah. Get it between my toes, Mom.
What are some of the concerts that you have watched?
So,
you've done a lot.
I have done a lot, but a lot of it's. I think number-wise, I have a lot of the same bands playing multiple shows because I really do enjoy those bands.
Yeah.
And at the time, they were the only people consistently doing them or that were like popping up. There were other people I wanted to see, and I would try to catch them doing a live show, but it would be weird. Like sometimes it'd be like the day of, I'd get a notification, be like, hey, this happens in 3 hours, and I'm like, what? And then it would be like, and they're playing at 5:30, and then, you know, I sit there, like I rush to figure out how I'm going to watch this thing, and it's a multiple people show. You know, maybe it's a what do you call them when they do a benefit, right?
Oh yeah.
So like you know, we saw a lot of those, and so they'd be like, oh, they're coming on after this, and they would never showed up, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Where are these people?
So then it just kind of became like, okay, well, I know these people are playing, and I want to watch them, and so the Revivalists are a band I really like. 311, of course, always, but they didn't start doing stuff until like the fall of 2020, and I was kind of like put out by that. I was like, what are you doing?
But we've streamed like 4 of their concerts or more.
So October, November, December, January, February, and March, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then I just had one
last night. Yeah. So there was.
I could have done more. They live stream some of their shows that they're doing the tour right now.
Yeah.
But
so
I was like,
a lot.
I've had enough for a moment. Not that I don't love it. It's just it's a little different when it's live streaming them. But Revivalists. Oh, David Shaw did a private one for his own album, which was great. I love David Shaw. Tab Benoit, of course. It's all my Bayou blues type people.
That was good though.
That one was a really good one. And then we move into the K-pop world. You got Taemin. We did Taemin concert.
Oh my god, I forgot we did Taemin. How could I forget?
So good. Like his before going to the Korean Army.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
That was amazing.
It was worth it. It was worth being up that late.
Didn't we watch the replay too?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we watched it twice. Oh, it's so good though. I want to go back and watch it again.
I was really glad I got to see that because I don't know that I'll ever get to see him live. So it was really good.
That was a really good one.
To me, like, he's just a little art creature. Like, he just is this otherworldly little
K-pop sprite.
Yes, magical. Oh my god, Tay baby. Hashtag Tay baby. So yeah, we watched BTS. We watched BTS do their thing a couple times.
That was on a couple benefit things, I think, right?
Yeah, they had like one of their own concerts, and then they had like the New Year's thing.
Oh yeah,
we did that, which had a bunch of folks in it.
And it was like 6 hours long.
Yes, way long.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
Which I had to go back and watch the DJ sets for that because I really wanted to see those, and it was worth it.
We had to call it quits before they came on though.
It was so late.
It was like 5 a.m.
It was so late. We tried to watch Shiny, but that didn't work. So it's something, and I don't know why it didn't work. It was ridiculous. And then Mamamoo, which also was a terrible experience, which was kind of a bummer because I really like them.
And you got up at like 5, 6 a.m.
Oh yeah, the first day.
Yeah.
And then it was like a whole debacle. Like everybody on Twitter and everything was like, "You're gonna give us a refund." It was wild.
Isn't it working?
And then even after they did the whole like we're gonna do a replay kind of thing, the streaming quality was just so terrible. Like it just lagged and buffered the entire time, and I tried like 3 times.
Oh, geez.
Like 3 different occasions.
It just won't work.
I just said, you know what?
Pick it.
That's okay. Yeah, I can't. And then the only other thing I could remember when I was doing my notes was Drum Corps International, DCI stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Marching band.
Yeah,
that just happened in the summertime because they didn't do
just
2020.
a couple months ago. Yeah.
So I was all like with my nephew who's in marching band being like, yo, you gotta log on today. They got some awesome vids, man. He's like, heck yeah, man. Everybody else in the family's like, oh, Jesus, you too.
Marching band nerds.
But you watched a bunch that I was not a part of.
I did a bunch of like weird, not weird, but like maybe lesser known K music on the Hello app. And I don't remember the names of any of them. And at this point, you should know I'm not going to go back and look.
No.
Because the one I do remember though, because I was super excited about it, was Neve had a concert, and it was great. I loved it. It was so good. A lot of these part of the reason why I don't remember them very well is because they do take place at like anywhere between 2 and like 6 a.m.
Yeah, like normal Korean time, but
yeah,
wicked weirdo times for
early
us.
as fuck here. And so a lot of these I'd just turn on and then I'd kind of doze in and out. But it wasn't like K-pop music either. It was like jazz. Like one of them
ballad and
one of them was like a jazz singer, and one I thought was going to be rap because I believe he had been a rap idol previously, got into some shit, kind of like got kicked out of the Korean scene, and then was making his comeback. So I thought it was going to be rap, and it was not. It was singing, and wasn't the greatest, but fighting.
Didn't you win like a meet and greet?
I did. I won a meet and greet, but then it never happened.
Oh.
So I was super nervous about it. I was like, well, what am I going to say?
No doubt, man.
But then you only had 60 seconds, so I was like, what do you say in 60 seconds?
Yeah, what do you even?
But then it didn't happen. And then Wonho, I did a Wonho one.
Oh yeah, that's right, you did.
But it wasn't like a concert. It was like a get ready for bed with me.
Yeah, like a hanging out with Wonho.
Yeah, so it was it was weird.
Hanging out with Wonho, you know what I'm saying? That boy in his pictures, I swear to God.
Oh yeah, thirst trap. I mean, when you got a booty like that, why not show it?
No,
but that one was weird, and one that I slept in. I was in and out of consciousness for that one. But that's a lot of the music I've been streaming concert-wise has been odd Korean artists here and there that I remember anyways.
Yeah.
and then usually whatever
whatever
you've got
I have
on
there.
Yeah, that's like the concert stuff that I remember.
I was kind of, oh, you know what, we did watch Dropkick Murphys did their St. Patty's Day streams both times, and the first one, 2020, was surprising because it had like,
I don't think I saw that one.
They went from, you know, in 1 week basically, like, oh, we're having a show St. Patty's Day in Boston, to quarantine and like live streamed it, like was like doing it with a week.
They were on top of their shit.
I was like, heck yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about, because they were just like, you know what, we don't even really care if it's gonna be good. Yeah.
They're like, we'll set a Zoom up on our computer and have someone in the crowd, like whatever.
It was on
we'll
YouTube.
Make it work.
They streamed it live on YouTube. I mean, they were just like, fuck it, we're doing it.
One of the first ones to
that was our first.
That
was our first live concert stream.
Wow. I don't remember what my first one was.
It was good.
Oh my, how the times have changed. Streaming concerts now instead of going in person.
That's what I'm talking about.
Holy shit.
Because I have been to a live show since COVID started, and it sucked.
I've been avoiding, I have tickets that are coming around, and I'm trying to avoid.
You keep like selling your tickets.
I keep selling my tickets. You know, sometimes having money is more important than going to.
That's true, but it was just so funny. Because when you bought those tickets, I remember how excited you were to buy those tickets.
So excited.
And how, like, frustrated you were when, you know, we just didn't know, like, they wouldn't tell us if they were going to reschedule or cancel or whatever. We're just trying to find out, like, what's going on and plan around new dates and stuff. And it's just so funny because now you're like, fuck it.
Yeah, now I'm just trying to get rid of shit.
Yeah, like, get out of here.
I don't need those live concerts anymore. That time has passed. I'm a whole new person now.
Right.
Quarantine Alley 2.0.
Well, now we know, though. Now we know we can just hang out at home with a beverage.
Yeah, it's
and
so
enjoy
much better.
our, in our, like, you know, PJs and shit. And enjoy
much better.
without shoes on.
Fuck shoes, man.
We've become hobbits.
100. Oh my god. Oh gosh. So what else? Let's see. What else do we got here?
You had some questions? Oh, I got questions.
What are your questions?
For you, but you got questions for me.
Oh, well, my question for you was kind of overall, like, what are your thoughts on maybe doing a season 2 of What You're Streaming?
Well, obviously, us hanging out and just gabbing.
It's fucking terrible.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I hate it so much.
It's the worst talking to you. No, it's just real, you know, it's chill, it's easy, it's chill, and, you know, we just hang out like we do all the time, and we're just recording it. Thank God no one's recording us all of the time.
I mean, I honestly think we should just start recording. Anytime we sit down to do a puzzle and watch something at the same time, we should just mic ourselves up, because
well, I mean, we've talked about the Twitch stream.
Yes, yeah, doing some type of streaming, because the shit that comes out of our mouths when we're actually watching things is...
or when I'm, like, doing, like, watering plants or moving things around.
Just fucking talking to your plants.
I just hear Allie over there going, what the fuck are you mumbling about?
Come on, Cletus, grow.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, you know, that part was great. Talking to the directors was fun. And, you know, I really enjoyed aspects of that. After a while, though, as you know.
Yeah.
I had to be like, how many more of these do we have to do? I am tired. I got a lot of shit going on. Like, I don't know how many more I have in me to really do. And so I was like, I need you to sit down with me and show me the schedule so I know exactly what we have to do, what's left, what's coming out. Like, I just got to know. Just because, you know, that is a level of peopling.
Well, and scheduling too becomes harder when there's an outside person.
Yeah.
It's, you know, when it's just two of us, it's literally like, hey, are you ready? You give me 10 minutes. Okay, cool. See you in the, you know, let's just meet me. Okay, good. Let's go.
Like, but I mean, you know, everybody was really cool. Of course, I had a couple of favorites just because they seemed, I don't know if I want to say easy to talk to, but, you know, I felt like we, you know, had a good vibe going on. But everybody was really great. And, you know, was superbly patient with the fact that we are two goobers just doing a podcast, asking questions that they probably answered.
Just being turds.
Yeah, just answering questions that they're like, okay, what else you got? So I mean, but it was really cool, and we did get a lot of really good content out of that. I hope people liked it.
Yeah. I'd like to think that if there is a season 2, that it would be more of us just like shooting the shit about what we're watching, and maybe less.
I think we could find a good balance.
Yeah,
maybe like 70-30 kind of thing. 70 of us, 30 of So out of maybe 10 episodes, maybe do like 2 or 3. Take a picture.
We got to take a picture of the river.
We got podcast pup.
She's in full. Oh wait, let me. Don't put me in it though. My hair's wild.
I'm dead now. You have talked to me to death. I'm dead now.
She just fully rolled over and like
just
gave us a good snore.
Jeez. Okay. But yeah, so it was good. I mean, I like that. But yeah, if we did another season, I don't know if I'd want to do as many in one season. That was a lot.
Interviews or episodes?
Interviews. Like, it just seemed like it just like happened that way. It wasn't something we planned. And
well, there were some weeks where we had like 3 interviews in 1 week, and it was like, holy
well, and especially because I had to go to Alabama twice within like a month and a half, 2 months, and so that like threw off our scheduling, and then of course working with their schedules and stuff. It was just wild.
Yeah, definitely the scheduling can be difficult. But it was a good time. It was a podcast type, I guess, that is outside of what I would normally do. Like, because my other 2 podcasts are very much like interview podcasts, which I guess this one kind of went that way. Where originally I'd kind of intended it not to be an interview focused one. Yeah. So
we weren't going to make other people suffer with how ridiculous we are.
Yeah, just
us.
Only if they want to suffer, and then you can listen to it. But yeah, I agree. I think if we do a season 2, it would be nice to do more of just shooting the shit about movies and stuff, and maybe have a director every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah. Overall, I think
entertaining and see who we'd talk to,
who we could get. We should just shoot high, like some fucking
something
I don't know,
wild,
like Jerry Bruckheimer. They're like, Jer, come on the pod.
Michael Bay, I need that sound.
Oh shit! Lens flare. Let's talk about your use of lens flares in your shows.
Too funny.
But that was really the only question I think I had. Besides, the standard, tell us about what you're streaming.
Oh yeah, well we'll get into that. My question kind of goes back to things we talked about but didn't get to record an episode on, and that's because you got hard and heavy into your other podcast stuff, and so the energy just wasn't there for recording about this. But the Out South Film Festival.
Yes.
Which you talked about, mentioned it on the meds, the social medias.
Many times.
And we mentioned it in the podcast, but we didn't do a show on it. So I didn't know if you had any thoughts, comments, feelings on that, or if you wanted to tell us maybe what your most favorite piece of content that you saw on there was. Or if you got any songs from it. You do like to do that. You do like to add songs to your playlist. I don't think
I got any songs from it. I had a whole list.
That one was a hard one because it just seemed like we were super busy at the time.
Yeah, and it was like, I don't know, I was in one of those moods where I didn't want to consume any like new content. You know what I mean? Like, you just want to go to something that you're like familiar with, that you can just like zone out and watch. And I was very much kind of in that state of mind, so it was really hard to get into the film festival, which I'm kind of disappointed in myself, because I really wanted to watch as many as I could, and I think I got through maybe like 20 of the like 190 or something that they had on there. Because I would just put on the short films and try to get through like as many of the categories as I could. And I did actually like rate quite a few of them and like give them stars and things. But I cannot remember any of them, and I don't have my piece of paper with me. But I think I feel like I mentioned in a mini episode the ones that I enjoyed.
Yeah, I think so. I think you did talk about it.
I feel like there might be a mini episode out there with my favorites in there. But yeah, I was definitely like disappointed in myself for not getting through more of that content, because I did really want to like give time to it and
I think
speak
also
to it,
too though, you made a little bit of like a little remembered trauma from when we did Nevermore, which was only a few, like maybe 4 or 5 months prior to that, where we consumed so much content, and it was a lot. By the end, we were both like, I can't do it anymore.
Film festival PTSD. But yeah, it was just hard to get into it, unfortunately. And like you said, like I think that was around the same time that I was gearing up to start recording for a lot of my other podcasts, and just didn't do as much as I wanted to on that one. But there was a lot of really great content, and just like the whole goal of the Out South Queer Film Festival is pretty fucking amazing, and a great reason to support and participate. But
well, hopefully we'll be able to catch some next year.
Next year.
No, I was busy. I was like out of town doing things
you were
all over the place. It was fucking wild. I was like, maybe I could hang out and watch some on like Monday, and then I was like, I have to
you were
work.
in Alabama at this when.
No, I think
somewhere.
we went to a barbecue thing in like Virginia, but we also had something like prior to that.
You guys were like
on that week, and it was
traveling
just like
all over the place.
It was there was so much happening. I almost could not even.
Yeah.
Welcome to my entire life. I almost
too busy.
Cannot even.
Can't even. Do you know what goes great with listening to podcasts? If you said a warm drink, you're absolutely right. Just imagine you're sitting back, you're listening to your favorite podcast, all while holding a nice, cute-ass mug in your hand with your favorite hot beverage in it. If you're wondering, where can I get a mug like that? Well, you're in luck. You can swing by the Coots Creations Cute Coffee and Tea Mugs Etsy shop. They've got everything from enamel coffee cups to travel mugs, all featuring adorable original artwork. Head over to etsy.com/shop/Coots Creations and use promo code WANDER for 10% off any mug.
So otherwise, what you streaming? Let's see. So we watched, I mean, obviously, it's been a year and some change now into the COVID. We've streamed a lot.
So fucking much.
So much. I think, though, some of it really stood out. A lot of it's kind of here recently just because I can remember that.
That's all ever. I did the most recent ones because like, I can't remember what I fucking watched yesterday.
Let's see. I did do a thing. I tried to institute a monthly dinner and a movie thing with my nephews via like Zoom. It's like watch party. That happened twice. Just because, trying to get people to do a thing is almost impossible. So we watched Back to the Future and Princess Bride.
Two classics.
Two things they had never seen. Watching their reactions to both of those was absolutely fantastic. I also watched with them Willy's Wonderland, which I watched that when I went to...
Is that the Nick Cage one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the one where... when I was in... we watched it together in Alabama, though. And so when I came back home, I was like, we've got to watch this, you guys. Because it was amazing.
That, like, triggered something in my brain.
Oh my god, what was it?
Because I made you watch 2 Bruce Willis movies.
I have
okay, good.
Because I have a list of all the things I loved, and then I was like, terrible. What was terrible? And I was like, any Bruce Willis quarantine movie. All of them. They were all terrible.
I can't remember the names of them, but
so Cosmic
so
Sin
bad.
was
Cosmic
one of them.
Sin, and then
the other one that we finally realized was like
a
companion piece.
It had like the same name almost.
Jesus, they were terrible. Oh my god.
Frank Grillo was in one, who I love, and then Thomas Jane was in the other one.
Uh-huh.
And they're just both terrible space movies.
Oh boy.
I'm like, Bruce, what are you doing?
He was bored. He was bored and said, "You know what? We're gonna make this shit."
And
so he did. He made
and the
shit.
reviews. We read the reviews, and like for Cosmic Sin, I think.
Yes.
And they were amazing.
They were hilarious.
Oh my
Definitely,
God.
you know, 10 out of 10. Go read the Amazon
Just
reviews for those.
read the reviews. Don't watch the movie. Just read the reviews because they
They're
are
so funny.
amazing. Like, oh
Yeah, that was the only thing that I wrote down that was like terrible.
yeah. God, they're so bad.
Other stuff that we watched. Some of these things, you got me to do. Oh, Love and Monsters.
Yeah.
That
Dylan O'Brien.
That was a really cute movie. I liked that. Loki, of course. We watched Loki.
Yes,
that was great.
good.
Reservation Dogs, which has been on here lately on Hulu. Fantastic show. Ted Lasso. Oh my God. It touches me right in my little heart. BTS in the Soup.
Yes, which there's a season 2 coming out.
Heck yeah.
And they built a specific mansion for them out in the woods.
Oh my
out
God.
in the soup.
Built them.
So
sometimes.
they don't have to camp this time around. They'll have their
They
own
weren't
little
even,
house.
I think Suga enjoyed having his own
He
little
did.
like camper. Like I
did.
think he liked not having to be in the house with them.
It was probably Jen because he was in the tent the whole time.
Was he? I forgot
Yeah.
that.
He had to keep getting up early because the sun made it too hot.
That's too funny. He could have just went and got to bed with one of the
Oh,
others.
BTS in the soup. Yeah.
That was so good.
Absolutely fantastic show.
Let's see. Dinosaur 13.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good documentary. I thought it was cool because we had questions. We're like, what is going on? Like, why would they say certain things and do this?
We're like, is it on federal land?
You know, because we worked for the federal government and we understand a lot of these policies and laws and
and
stuff.
as archaeologists,
Oh,
too,
yeah.
we're like,
what is
what's
and
going
when they
on?
finally said like exactly why things were a problem, we're like, oh, you know. And then to watch like how these people just got so harassed, it's crazy.
And Dinosaur 13 is Sue, the dinosaur, right?
Sue the T-Rex.
The T-Rex, yeah. That's in Chicago Airport
I don't remember who ended up
with it.
winning the auction.
Yeah.
Secrets of the Saqqara Tomb. I don't know if you watched that one with us.
I did.
Okay, yeah. So that one was cool. I liked that one because, and we have watched subsequent Egyptian archaeology documentaries.
Many.
Since we watched this one, but I liked this one because it had actual Egyptian archaeologists talking about things and doing things and really like giving you a behind the scenes on like how they have to get permission to do their digs and how they get continued funding and whether or not you know they think they'll be able to keep doing stuff. And just watching these people work in some of these conditions, I'm like, no fucking way, man.
Yeah, that was the one where they went down into
Absolutely
the
shaft,
like,
way
like
down there, just
yeah, no thanks.
and then coming across all those mummified cats like way down there. No, thank you. Absolutely
No,
not.
no, that's
I
how
don't
you,
want it.
That's how you release like a curse on the
I
world.
don't want
Like,
it.
That's how every horror movie starts
Exactly
ever.
right. Jesus.
Like it's always the archaeologist's fault.
But yeah, so that one was cool. The
I enjoyed
Boys.
that one.
I like The Boys on Amazon. The original Dune movie, I watched that.
Yes.
Not for the first time.
I'm so jealous.
But it's been quite a while since I've seen it, and I forgot how wild it was.
I'm sad I missed the rewatch. I was somewhere else. I can't remember, but I missed it.
I think you went up to see some friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was, I don't know why. I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to watch this today. Because, of course, we are looking forward to
Oh, it's coming soon.
the Dune. It's going to come get us. You know, so other than that, just, I fell into Below Deck. You did that to me.
Yes.
I blame you for that.
Welcome to Bravo Land.
Slowly making my way through that. Season 4 now. I've hit season 4. Started Hotel de Luna, which has been really cute. I've watched like 3 episodes, I think. And then just really looking forward to Star Wars Visions. That's out. I haven't got to watch any of that. It's all like anime style Star Wars stories kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
so
I've heard of
I
that
want to
one.
get into that. Wheel of Time is coming out on Amazon. That's my book series. Love that shit.
We just started watching.
Foundation.
Yeah.
Isaac Asimov. So that looked visually very cool.
Interesting.
It's been a while since I've read those books, like a really long time. So as far as how my brain is synthesizing the information, I'm just kind of going with it. Like I'm not even trying to remember what happened in the
Yeah,
books
and I've never
because
read
it
them.
was a lot. Witcher's coming back out soon. Yes.
It's about time. I mean, I feel like it's been
so
like,
much.
what, 2 years?
I need it so
It's been forever.
And then this one, I did not know it was coming out probably until like last week. And I'm very excited about it because I've seen some stuff and it, beautiful. Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
On
shit.
Netflix. Yes. Yes, girl. It looks good. It looks so good.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Is it a live action or is it
Yes.
a... Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
We'll see how they do.
I'm telling you, it looks
Netflix
really good.
does okay. Hit or miss.
Well, I think after the debacle that was, oh gosh, what
was it Death Note?
Yeah. Where
I'm like,
people
which
were just,
one? Death Note, Bleach,
well, you know.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, you know, I think they're trying.
Bleach wasn't too bad.
This one, I think they got their shit together.
I mean, with Cowboy Bebop, I mean, if you fuck that up, people will will burn
we'll
Netflix
all just
to the ground.
stop using Netflix. We're just not going to do it anymore. But yeah, so those are the things I'm looking forward to. Things I've been streaming.
It's nice.
You know, the usual fantasy, sci-fi, silliness.
Well, 911 just started back up too.
Oh my God, yes. And it's
So-
like, oh, how do I have time?
The chaos of 911.
So good. This is so good. I did write down some like podcasts and audiobooks and stuff, but you know. I will say though, the Sandman, the audiobook, the Sandman adaptation in Audible, worth it. Absolutely worth it. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, I've got it on my list, but have not listened to it yet. I'm looking forward to that one. Let's see. I, as usual, have been very much in my K-dramas, or K-horror, I guess.
And I mean, it is spooky season. So.
It's always spooky season.
What did y'all make me watch the other day? Spooky wise.
Malignant.
Oh yeah, we did watch Malignant.
And it was great. Loved it.
I
had already watched it. I had already watched it, and so I sat Katie down and Anthony down, and I said, "You watch this. I want to watch you watch this, and see if you figure it out." And it was glorious. It was so fun. I love doing that.
Too funny. Although I will say, you know, I watched a thing I had never seen before.
Huh?
Lost Boys.
Oh my God, yeah, we watched the original Lost Boys, because I guess there's a remake or something coming out soon, which, ugh. It's probably going to be like a CW, like The Covenant, like...
Yeah,
whatever. But you had never seen it?
No, I'd never seen it.
Oh.
I never sat down and watched it. And honestly, I didn't sit down and watch probably the last third of it, to be honest. I got up and was doing stuff.
Man. Jason Patrick. And the Corey.
But I can hear you two in there. Y'all just, you and Anthony, just reliving your childhood.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Flatliners?
I think so. It sounds familiar.
Not the remake, the original.
Oh, well then, no, probably not.
Kiefer Sutherland. Okay. That'll be our next adventure back into the 80s. Early, yeah. 80s.
The styling, man. I mean, it did, the vibe. The vibe was wild.
So good. I love it.
It made me laugh.
Oh my God.
And the things our parents let us watch.
Right? Wait until you see Flatliners. It is a very heavy rated R. And I watched that shit as a very young child. Not appropriate in any way.
Alright, so back to your K-horrors.
Yeah, so I watched, I'm currently watching The Veil, because I don't think all the episodes are out yet, on Viki, and it's a little bit of like a Jason Bourne, but Korean type spy agency show. And then The Hole, I think it's called, or The Dark Hole. I literally just looked it up.
The Brown Hole.
Can't remember. It's gonna make a starfish joke. Let's see. I think Dark Hole. Dark Hole is what it's called.
There we go.
And it is very much kind of Stephen King, The Mist esque. Like there are creatures. Oh, maybe a little bit of like The Happening, but if The Happening had been done right, without the heavy breathing of Mark Wahlberg. And just yesterday, I rewatched Final Destination 1 and 2.
Yeah, I could hear y'all while I was taking a nap. And I was just like, you were like, this is the scene that fucked up an entire generation of people. And I was,
you know what scene it was, too,
I do,
don't
too.
you?
I do, because I could like mostly hear it. But yeah, no, I totally agree with that because I will not drive behind a log truck.
No, that's how you die.
Absolutely.
That is how you die. For TV shows that Vanderpump Rules has just started, which it's like shit TV, but I love it. And this season's going to be interesting because they fired a whole bunch of the cast. And so now we're getting those that are left over from after the purge.
It was brutal, that episode.
Yeah,
I was just sitting there.
A lot of ladies just yelling at each other loudly.
And I was trying to play on my phone, and I couldn't even play on my phone with it in the background.
Yeah, it was a lot of screeching. I'd like to say that it's not like that always, but I would be lying. And then for my audiobook recommendation, I'm going to throw out Fantasyland. It's told in a series of interviews, and it's about a amusement park in Florida, fictional amusement park in Florida.
Okay.
And a huge hurricane named Sadie rolls through, I think, or something like that. And, as hurricanes do, they shut down the entire state, and all these kids and workers at the amusement park are stranded there, and they're kind of forgotten about in the rescue efforts. So you have like 200 some odd folks stuck in this amusement park for like 5 weeks, and they go full
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Jesus.
That's how massive the hurricane was. 5 weeks. They were trapped in this amusement park, and they go full Lord of the Flies.
Oh my God.
Clan, like they form like tribes, and they fight each other, and there's like bodies hanging from fucking like amusement park rides. And it's told in a series of interviews with the survivors of the amusement park that was Fantasyland. So it's an interesting little ride. It's a fun audiobook, and I like that it's told through interviews. It makes it kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's pretty good.
That would be my audiobook recommendation.
Do you have a podcast that you would recommend? You did start a couple new ones here recently.
Have I?
The Witchy Scotland one.
Oh, yeah. Witches of Scotland.
Yeah.
Highly recommend if you're interested in witches and also Scotland. It is hosted by a lawyer and a historian. I cannot remember their names, but their goal with the podcast is to essentially get not retribution, but they would like for all the women and men that were convicted of being witches back in the day to be exonerated. Thank you.
What we're saying?
That's the word. Yep.
Okay.
And then to also have some type of memorial.
Oh, I see. Just
done
telling the
for
stories.
them.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it's interesting. They have like different guests on that bring different kind of like information to the stories, and they talk about different people that were convicted of being witches and what happened to them. And, the main thing I've taken away so far is 90% of the people who confessed to being witches, it was because they
were being tortured.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Which we all already knew. But, there's a lot of great information in that one. So that's a good
duck.
one.
Yeah. I love it.
So, yeah. That's, I think that's most of what I got.
Cool.
So, I don't know. Pretty chill season finale.
Yeah, man.
This is it.
I mean, if somebody wants to, ask questions and stuff, we got it. We got recommendations. We can always make some.
Yeah.
I made sure not to mention Don't Breathe 2.
Fuck that. Turkey baster.
We're not doing it.
No, I don't even know if I'll be able to watch it, because I'm just thinking, I don't know. I can't look at that man, Sam Lang. I think it's his name. I cannot look at him the same since
Turkey baster.
Turkey baster. Forever
unclean.
That is what I see in my brain, and it's very sad.
Well, cool. Well, yeah. So that was season 1. What's streaming?
Yeah.
We hope you all enjoyed listening to us and enjoyed our guests. We hope that you find them on the streaming platform of your choice when they are available. Stairs is out.
Yeah.
I bought that for the whole family.
I cannot wait to rewatch it.
Oh God, that picture of the grub baby today from social media. Beautiful. It's so disgusting.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ghost Waits. You can watch that.
Yeah, that's right. You sure can.
You can watch Thanksgiving.
Oh God.
The Headhunter.
Yep. All these things.
Nickelodeon. Orange Years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What else did we have?
Ooh, a perfect host.
An ideal host.
Ideal host. There we go.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if they're available yet to stream anywhere.
Yeah, no, he was working on it.
Yeah, but I guess with that too, we'd like to thank all of the directors that
absolutely
took time out of their busy ass schedules to be on our podcast, our wee little podcast,
to put up with us for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, we greatly appreciate it. It was honestly, it was pretty cool to be able to chat and hear your stories and your journeys and kind of what it takes to make a movie.
Because we're not making them.
No,
so
we can barely make a podcast.
Truth.
Also, on that note, season 3 of the Fun with Friends podcast is coming out soon.
Plugging it. Okay.
October 14th is what I'm aiming for. Will it happen? Who knows? And as of the day this is released, I will have launched season 1 on October 4th of the Wandering Creatives podcast.
Yeah.
So those are things that you can stream if you're looking for some new content.
Yeah.
Because
they're going to be good, I tell you. I hear her interviews happening all the time.
So many interviews.
It'll be good.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about Wandering Creative podcast. So definitely check that out.
We'll have to go on more adventures for Fun with Friends.
Yeah. We gotta, that one's in the works.
We'll actually have to get out into the world again.
No. Damn it.
That's all right. All right, Wib, what'd you think? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no more snores.
She's like, no, Mom. I know you're there.
And with that, we have one thing left to say in honor of our immense love of Korean dramas and K-pop.
You ready?
And that is fighting!